And chat. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Let me log in. Today, we're going to start off with the New Year's event. Then we're going to do some Black Mage quests. Then we're going to do some Ether Current quests in the Ruby Sea. And maybe a dungeon? I think there's a dungeon that I've unlocked now that I can do. We'll have to see. But let me bring the crew on, or rather, let me bring Minda on, because Danny and Teddy aren't on yet. Beep boop.
Hello.
Hello. Is the dungeon you guys were talking about on the docket today?
Sure. I think so.
Cool.
I think it's better to do clean up the Ruby Sea than move on in MSQ, because there's a lot of stuff in the Ruby Sea still to do.
Fair enough. 289 getting the minimum MGP. Come on. 265. Do it down, upside down Y. Let's see. Hey, there's a 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah.
Yay.
So, we've got another, for those who weren't around for it yesterday, we've got another member of the stream crew going through Final Fantasy XIV for the first time. Love is planning to do it every Friday at 5 or 6 p.m. EST. I can't remember which she decided on. She'll be posting about that in the community events channel, in the LWU Discord server, and Danny will be on there. I'll be guesting from time to time. Teddy will as well. I think Minda's busy those days most of the time, yeah. So.
Oh yeah. Friday is my busiest day, so I'll probably pop in for a minute here or there. That's about all I can hope for. Also, I just woke up, so you get my morning voice for the next little bit.
Yeah, I'm very tired as well.
Hello.
Hey, Danny. You sound peppy.
I've just finished my chips.
Oh.
Yeah, I have donuts. And chocolate milk.
Oh, that sucks, Farah. Wow. But yeah, FanFest is happening tonight, where they're probably going to reveal the other class, right?
Probably.
Yes. There'll be a lot revealed, and you cannot watch it.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to. Don't worry. Okay, so, New Year's event. Where do I start?
Limsa. The usual spot for holidays, but in Limsa.
Yeah. And
did we show off the new FC house on stream?
Yes.
Okay.
That was how we started last week.
Good.
Yeah. Also, I suppose if Love is going to have anyone that's showing up regularly, it's nice that she's got the encyclopedia.
Close public clicker, because I keep forgetting to do that. Exit it. Cool. Alright. Just leaping through my screen and teleporting away. Where are we going?
Limsa.
Yes, I'm in Limsa.
Castle.
Yeah, Aft Castle.
Cool. Maybe be blessed with beefy large froth girl, yeah. If only, right? We all know it's gonna be a classically feminine character, don't we?
Probably not. We got a glimpse of their legs, and they're reasonably beefy legs.
Oh, okay.
And
I saw the preview for the New Year's thing, and it's this little baby chocobo in a dragon outfit. Oh, I hope we get that as a minion.
Also, bear in mind, the Hrothgar are based on the Runzo. The female Runzo aren't exactly on both.
True.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm not even worried about the buffness. Like, I'm sure they'll be fairly buff. I just want them to look feral enough, you know? Like...
Again,
I hope they're tall.
Female Ronzos weren't overly feminized.
Yeah. Because, like, the thing I'm thinking about as, like, the bad example is the werewolves, the Worgen in World of Warcraft.
Oh.
Like, if you play World of Warcraft, the Worgen, who are essentially werewolves, like, they don't even look like the same species. You've got, like, these big, the male Rogan are these big, feral-looking, hunched-over, you know, monsters, and then the females are just furry bait.
That's just a furry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, WoW does that with most of its races. I mean, look at female orcs and female trolls, especially.
Yeah, WoW does that with pretty much all of their races. It's just that the Worgans are the most one-to-one comparison when talking about Hrothgar.
That's egregious. I'm looking at a female Worgen image right now, and that is egregious.
Yeah.
That's just a wolf head on a lady's body.
Yeah.
Look, have a look at the female trolls from World of Warcraft.
Oh, female.
And then compare it to the
Never played
males.
WoW. St. Ferrum, is it worse than the Aura? See, the Aura is like that.
That's what
like
the female trolls
like,
look like?
They're basically humans with pointy ears.
Yeah.
And slightly bigger teeth.
St. Ferrum is the WoW dysphoria as worse than the Aura in Final Fantasy. See, with the Aura, like, it feels like there's intent there. Like,
yeah.
they made them look really different, and it's kind of like a point. It's like, huh, it's kind of weird how different the genders look with this race. With Final Fantasy, with World of Warcraft,
dimorphism.
Yeah, with World of Warcraft, it's just we need the ladies to be hot. And that's kind of like the start and end of the thought process that happened there with that design. Anyway, well, I went through this on my main character, so while you are going through this, I'm going to eat lunch because I woke up late today. So have fun with this.
Cool.
I also woke up late. 4 o'clock.
Seeks the aid of a kindly adventurer. Oh yeah, it was Doman's last year too, wasn't it?
It's Doman's every year.
Yeah, this is a Doman holiday.
Yeah. Because it's like based on Chinese New Year, so Doman. And last year was the year of the rabbit, so we had like rabbit stuff.
Well, we're saying Doman. We mean Hingen.
Hingen.
Because this is very. They have cultural
Far
overlap.
Eastern.
But they are.
Far Eastern. Anyway. And also last year was the year of the rabbit, so we did like rabbit-based activities. This year is the year of the dragon, so we get awards.
the vaguely racist rabbit stuff. Well met, right, friend, and welcome to our festivities. I am known in my homeland of Hingashi as the Ryu Metsuke, and it is my delegation's solemn charge to share our Heavensturn custom with the peoples of Eorzea, that we might join hands in revelry. Although Heavensturn is observed in both our lands to mark the coming of a new year, there is a difference between our traditions. Here in Eorzea, a deity is chosen from among the 12 to preside over the heavens, while in the Far East we honor one of 12 noble beasts. I wonder if they map 1-to-1. And this year, that beast is the mighty Ryu, a creature you Eorzeans might liken to a dragon. Now, in order to liven up the festivities, we decided to have a pair of horsebird hatchlings, or should I say chocobo chicks, serve as mascots, and they're cute as fuck! Look at him just bouncing in place. Oh, it's so adorable. Winsomely dressed in draconic attire, we were certain that they would delight all who laid eyes upon them. However, when the Ryu Bogyo, the leader of our delegation, presented one of the chicks to a crowd, the reception was disappointingly muted. We know not where we aired. I don't know where you aired either. It's cute as fuck. I say, you are an adventurer, are you not? In the course of dispensing aid, you must have acquired some insight into the people's interests. Loath though I am to impose, will you not help us to identify our plan's failings? In so doing, we may yet find a way to win over the locals with our mascots. You have my thanks. To begin, I ask that you seek out the Ryu Bugyo. For want of passerby, she decided to wander around this plaza with her hatchling. When you find her, pray ask for her account of our dilemma, and thence help us find a solution.
I'm just expecting like Hancock to pop out of the plant pot and correct your pronunciation of Bugio.
Oh, it's Bugyo. Ah, I gotcha.
Probably, given the way most Japanese syllables end with an open vowel, except for ending in N.
Gotcha. Why is this Chocobo chick wearing that costume? 'Cause it's adorable? Do you really need an excuse? There is a reason, but I don't think they need one. Oh my god, it's so cute!
It's a shame that they can't really incorporate Hancock into these, because you know he would just be info dumping.
Uh-huh. Curious about our delegation too, are you? That is well, for I was just about to introduce our mascot, Ryunosuke, to this young lady. Oh my god, I want one. Feast your eyes on a horsebird among horsebirds, the pinnacle of plumage. Listen, I'm on board, but you can't see any of its plumage. I dare say Heavensturn has never hatched a mascot as utterly charming as our regal Ryu. Well, he's certainly adorable, but what's a Ryu? And why do you have him dressed up in that costume?
Ryu is one of the guys I stream with on Wednesday. Wait a minute.
Huh. An excellent question. You see, we wish to present the charms of the Chocobo and the Ryu in a lovable package. Just look at him waggle his scaly little tail. It's an exquisite combination, you must agree. Considering the history of dragons in Eorzea, he is a little scary to these people. And it would be remiss of me not to mention the craftsmanship that went into the outfit. Yeah, she's like 12. I don't think she cares about the craftsmanship. Our weavers spared no effort to evoke the might and majesty of the Ryu in the diminutive form before you. The finished product is simply divine, is it not? Oh my god. Almost as good as getting the dressed-up Chocobo chick would be getting that outfit for the player character. I suppose? I
think that was the reward last year, wasn't it?
I think he means the Chocobo outfit.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, there. Right.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be awesome, yes.
I suppose? I still don't know what a Ryu is, but never mind. Thank you for letting me play with him. Chocobo's just sitting there, no thoughts, head empty. Oh no, he's going after her! Yet again, I failed to convey the virtues of our mascot. Focus on the cuteness. You come at the Ryu Metsuke's behest. I should be most grateful for your aid, adventurer. I seek only to share our mascot's charms with the people of Eorzea, but my every attempt has ended in failure, as you've just witnessed. Try as I might, I cannot see what I am doing wrong. If you have any advice, anything at all, I would be most eager to hear it. Uh-huh. Which of these do I want to say? Huh. You may want to talk more about the Ryu. Talk about the Ryu, you say. Rather than tediously explaining tradition, I had hoped to initiate the people through our mascots. You believe this is not enough?
The other option results
Kigurumi!
in...
That's the name of the thing that Chocobo's wearing.
The other option is other things. It was my intent to have our mascots be the highlight of Heavensturn. You believe this is not enough?
Oh man. The best DLC costume I've ever seen for a Street Fighter character is Juri's Kigurumi. Where she's just in her pajamas.
I mean, there's that. I kind of have to say it's the plushy version of Blanca.
Wait, you get that as a costume?
Now you do. Yeah, they introduced it fairly recently.
Nice.
They also introduced a wedding dress for Marissa, which might also be in competition for best old costume.
Hell yeah.
I did use when I played Destiny Duodecim, I did like to use Yuna's wedding dress outfit. And also her 10-2 outfit.
Yeah, I used her 10-2 outfit.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6 knows what they're doing.
Yeah. It might avail me to speak with that young girl as well. Let her gaze upon Ryunosuke once more, and, well, she's already taken him. Oh? Wherever did our little mascot go? With the music stopping dramatically, I was... Okay, there we go. Followed after the girl, you say? And you didn't say anything? We must find him, and quickly. Please, adventurer, will you not help with the search? Thank you. Now then, I believe the girl set off in the direction of the tavern. The drowning wench, was it? If we find her, I dare say we will find Ryunosuke.
We just arrived there and she's like 7 cups deep. It's like, Battaron, what the hell are you doing?
Drowning wench is up this way.
Oh, you know my mouse wheel click is gone.
Yeah.
I found a solution.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've keyed one of the side keys.
Sorry, go on.
I've keyed one of the side keys to replicate the mouse click action.
Oh, nice. Be careful, or you'll absolutely find that more comfortable and never be able to go back.
Look, I already do that with my Final Fantasy XIV function keys, so you know.
Fair enough. Excuse me. Thank goodness you're here. I've been asking this guardswoman about the girl, but I am struggling to make myself understood. Just a humble elevator attendant. She doesn't know shit. Perhaps you can help clear things up. This lady says she's looking for a girl with a Ryu, but I haven't the faintest what that is. Yeah, she's not good at explaining that. It's a chocobo chick wearing a costume.
Imagine a dragon, a tiny green dragon with googly eyes.
Then you must be speaking of the odd little critter I spotted a few moments ago. It was wearing what looked like a dragon costume, and was waddling after a young girl. I'm afraid I didn't observe where they went, though. Sorry I couldn't be of help. Many thanks for your assistance. In my haste, I neglected to explain the meaning of the word Ryu. Yeah, I noticed. You keep doing that. As the Ryu Metsuke told me, the creature doesn't exist in Eorzea. If I had begun by clarifying that it is similar to a dragon, I could have avoided the Oh. I dare say I know now why our mascot has so struggled to win over the masses. I shall speak with this guardswoman a little more, in case she has aught else of note to share. Once I'm finished, I plan to scour the upper decks. In the meantime, might I trouble you to search the lower decks? Once we have finished, let us reconvene at Bulwark Hall.
So, if we're dealing with a Ryu Boogia, Are we gonna have to find an Omega Ugia to deal with it?
Huh. Are we running in circles around each other? I think we are.
Yes.
Alright, I'm following you. To the lower decks?
Mm-hmm.
Og Skiff. I forgot this guy existed. A young lass and a chocobo chick. I spied them walking past the Aetheryte, though I couldn't say where they went from there. It appears the girl and the chocobo passed through the Aetheryte Plaza. Yes, of course. No shit. Aha! I went almost 360 degrees around and found the way I was supposed to go. As is usual for me. A chocobo chick wearing a little green dragon costume. Hasn't come this way, I'm afraid. With customers as scarce as they are today, I'd remember if something like that walked by. Did not come this way.
Do you think she'd have a better time selling things if she made it clear that she's selling things? She just looks like a completely normal citizen.
Aha, I see the target. Amicable alleygoer. This person is named Didn't Do It. Ha! A girl with an oddly dressed chocobo chick. She passed by here just earlier. She looked a little lost, so I asked her if she needed help, but she told me she was fine, that she was heading to the Ageless River. Though I left it at that, I can't help but worry for her, out there on her own. I hope you find her soon. Don't worry, it's not the kid I care about, it's the chocobo. I don't know why I said don't worry about that. That is definitely cause to worry.
Don't worry, I'm just going to take the chocobo and
push her into the ocean.
Into water.
Better hope she knows how to swim. Huh? Oh, I know the lass you're after. Sibley's her name, and she's the daughter of a fellow merchant. A good friend of mine, in fact. You'd be hard-pressed to find a happier father and daughter. They go fishing at the river together all the time, they do. But he'll soon set sail for faraway lands, I'm told. Sibley's worried sick, and for good reason. The ocean's a fickle mistress, and even a simple voyage could cost a man his life. Any road, she came through here earlier, but I'm afraid I couldn't say where she is now. Perhaps someone else can help you there. I believe you have enough information on Sibley's whereabouts. Make your way to Bulwark Hall and report your findings to the Rio Bugio.
What Bugio translates to?
Yeah, that's a good question. Alright, the Bulwark. Culinarian's Guild's Aetheryte. Nope, that is the Culinarian Guild. Where the hell am I supposed to go?
I mean, you were supposed to just kind of run across the plaza, and now you've gone to the other side of the city.
Oh.
The Bulwark Hall is where the entrance to Melvib's office is.
Oh. Oh, I see where it is I'm supposed to go.
Yeah.
What title is that? Manmaker.
It was right there. Yes, I know.
Yeah, like literally just like one from one side of the courtyard to the other, and you teleported to the opposite side of the city.
Oh, you know what happened? I looked at... I thought I was supposed to go to the place where I had met with the Bugyo. And here, let me show you. Up here, it says the Bismarck, but the Culinarians Guild text was over it, so I thought it said the Bulwark. So I'm only a little stupid.
Yeah.
Just a little at the moment. Oh, also since it's the first stream since since the day, Happy New Year, everyone.
Oh yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. There you are. By your triumphant expression, dare I hope you've learned something of the little girl and our mascot? So the girl Sibley was headed for the Ageless River. That you should find just the information we need is auspicious indeed. I'm betting this ends with the little girl keeping the chocobo chick. For my part, in the course of speaking with the locals, I was able to learn more about dragons. That is, while they have many similarities with the Ryu of the Far East, they are in fact different creatures. I had been under the impression that they were one and the same, but be it their folklore or their status in mortal society, they are quite distinct. I had assumed that the people of Eorzea were like me, that they thought the Ryu was simply a dragon by another name. I suppose it is little wonder that Sibley looked so puzzled during our first encounter. When next we find her, I shall do my utmost to explain the true meaning of our mascot. Now, off to the Ageless River with us. All right, I will follow you. Oh, why to Palem? You can get Palem and Porum. Oh, right, we're outside of town.
One out of Palem and Porum, one was from pre-ordering pre-ordering Endwalker, and the other was for getting the special edition of Endwalker.
Ah, so not available anymore.
The special edition one is, but the pre-order one isn't.
Oh well. Hey, little Chocobro.
Where?
Oh, I wish you didn't have to go, Papa. Huh? You're the adventurer from before. What are you doing here? Looking for the Chocobo chick, and I've come to push you into the river. Oh, thank the Kami we found you, Sibley. And the lady in the fancy helmet, too. How did you know my name? I see. I'm sorry to cause you both trouble. I just wanted to visit my papa's favorite fishing spot, but your Chocobo chick ended up following me all the way. Well, he's safe with you now. If there's nothing else, I'll be off. Pray wait a moment. In the course of searching for Ryunosuke, we couldn't help but learn that your father will soon embark upon a voyage, and it has left you feeling troubled. I realize we are but strangers, but if you are not averse, will you not talk to us about it? Therapy! Therapy! Which I am absolutely chanting out loud. in the game. It's alright. My papa, he's heading to Hingashi for trade. I heard that it's a long and dangerous journey, and it made me worry. I wanted to pray to the navigator to keep him safe at sea. Excuse me. But then I found out that Limlin wasn't chosen this Heavensturn, and it made me worry even more. I see. As you say, it isn't the navigator, but the keeper who presides over the heavens this year. But if not the navigator, I thought I could at least pray to a god from the Far East. That's why I went to talk to you.
Yeah,
So
the
that-
keeper is the keeper being Althic, the god of space and time.
Ah, I gotcha. Well, that is actually a fairly sensible thought process for a 9-year-old. So that is the way of it. You came to me hoping to beseech our divinities to protect your father. And in my fervor to showcase our mascot, I failed to lend an ear to your earnest desire. Well, I hear you now, young one, and I shall tell you a tale about the Ryu that will grant you comfort. I just, need to recall a suitable one. Something that ideally features the ocean. Quack, quack, quack. Oh, what's gotten into you, little one? It's monsters! Curious what lies that way, are you? It's a place called Woad Whisper Canyon. Papa told me that waterfalls appeared there after the calamity, and they changed the flow of the Nim River. Waterfalls changing the course of a river. I believe I have the perfect tale for you, Sibley. One that will bolster your spirits as your father departs on his journey. Let us head to these waterfalls, that we might avail ourselves of their ambience. Even Ryunosuke is keen, and we wouldn't want to ignore such a fortuitous omen. To be a mascot. God, I want that Chocobo chick as a pet so badly. I'm gonna keep Vivi, but...
I only just noticed the dragon icon on the seasonal, like, badge on the quest box.
And the quest name is a pun.
A story that will give me comfort. I wonder what it's about. Oh yeah, that is unlike a dragon. That is a dragon emblem.
Yeah.
And I get the Ryunosuke. Aw, he thinks he's dragons. That's funny. Oh, I love it.
So I like how it's dragons.
Come, let us head to these waterfalls. They would provide the perfect setting for my tale. They're big waterfalls, aren't they? Let us begin. The Ryu is a creature that shares many similarities with the dragons of Eorzea, but as I myself recently discovered, it is in fact a distinct being. Nor is there just the one Ryu. Nay, there exist myriad individuals, all of whom have their own tales. The creature I will speak about is the mighty Seiryu, one of the four lords, who legend holds birthed a great waterfall in the Far East. That does sound exciting, doesn't it? Oh, I know this music. I know this music from somewhere.
This game.
Really? It's not from earlier in the series?
No, it's from this game. It played a lot in A Realm Reborn.
Oh, okay. That's why I have only vague memories of it. Because it was a year ago. In the region of Yansha flows the One River, and its plentiful waters nourish nearby lands. In ages past, it is said Seriu drank so deeply of the river that he altered its very course, and in so doing gave rise to a waterfall, the Dragon's Struggle. While it is not widely known, Seriu was also regarded as a guardian deity who protected people from disasters of water. Disasters like storms and floods. Okay, so in Hingan mythology, Shinryu is a devil figure, right?
I'm not entirely sure. We just know that they recognize the appearance is similar to Shinryu.
Yeah. Okay.
Now you mention it, it is unclear, like, what the alignment is of Shinryu. We just know that it's terrifyingly powerful, and that's why people thought of it when they saw it fighting Omega.
Disasters like storms and floods? Indeed. Long ago, it was believed that calamities could be quelled by sacrificing a young maiden to a divine beast such as Seriu. Pulls out knife.
Like, I guess we can get around to the whole pushing into the water thing.
And while no written records exist, there is a tale of a seaside village that fell in the path of a raging storm. Desperate to calm the heavens, the villagers offered unto Seriu one of their daughters. However, Seriu showed no interest whatsoever in the young girl. To merely know the villagers' plight was enough for him, it seemed, and he turned the course of the storm and spared them untold devastation. A benevolent being is Seriu, who wields his power over water for good. Even now, he hears our prayers and protects us and our loved ones from harm. That, my dear, is just one example of the noble beast we celebrate this Heavensturn. Together, let us offer a prayer to Seriu and wish your father safe travels and calm waters. Oh, it is an Uematsu track. It does sound like his work. That sounds perfect, miss. Thank you so much. We must thank Ryunosuke as well. Were it not for him, I might not have recalled the tale of Seriu. One sec, be right back. It was my housemate's mom at the bottom of the stairs doing something. No idea.
Weird.
It kind of sounds like a Final Fantasy XIV track. Now you can pray to Seriu for safe travels too, adventurer. Oh, but perhaps you already heard this story? It was my first time hearing it too. Really? Well then, I'm glad we could hear it together. Oh, did she make it up? Huh. Now that I think on it, miss, you said that no written records exist of that tale. How did you come to know it? An astute observation, Sibley. You see, my family is said to be descended from the maiden who was offered to Seriu. As long ago as the event took place, there is no way to confirm the tale's veracity. Veracity's a big word for a 9-year-old, Bugyo. But if true, then it is by the grace of Seriu that I am here, alive. Thus have I made it my mission to spread the word of his noble kind. Looking back, from the time you followed after Sibley. It is as if you have been guiding me, little one. I may be your caretaker, but it was you who was watching over me. Just like an honest-to-God's Ryu. And Bugyo isn't? As far as Sibley knows, Bugyo is her name. With this, I now know what I must do to initiate people into our traditions, and I shall continue doing so for as long as the Ryu reigns in the heavens. Also, you're in Pirateville, so appealing to them with the god of water and sea and river is probably a good idea. Come, let's head back to the city together. We wouldn't want to make your father worry, now would we, Sibley? Wait, why am I getting on this? I can just teleport back to Limsa.
I'd say how close Limsa is, but you'd probably end up in Eldar somehow.
Hey, it was faster. It was legitimately faster. It took me like 10 seconds.
It is actually faster to teleport. In general, I don't like teleporting one zone over, so I did just walked into Limsa because it's also right here, so whatever.
Same.
Is that so? Glad am I to hear that our adventurer friend was of assistance. You're welcome. Oh, I didn't even see you there, Ryunosuke. Quah.
He is very short.
There you are, adventurer. Lest you wonder, young Sibley is now safely home, and I have just apprised the Ryumetsuke of our fruitful outing. Now that I have discovered a more suitable approach to my draconic dilemma, I wish to wander the city again for onlookers. Though I regret to impose upon you once more, your support with Sibley was most helpful. Might you accompany me while I make my rounds about the area? With your discerning eyes, I am certain that you could readily identify those who might be receptive to our message. What say you? I'm truly grateful. Come, let us set forth at once. Ryu, Bugyo, and Ryunosuke are now accompanying you. Keep them at your side. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Talk to Ryunosuke.
Quack, quack. Ryunosuke puffs out his little chest, looking every Ilma proud Ryu. Aww.
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 Yeah.
The Bugyo has something to say as well.
Ryu and Dragon, east and west. While the differences between our cultures are numerous indeed, we have much and more to learn from one another. Together with Ryunosuke, I hope to leave a favorable impression. Okay. So, I see off in the Adventurers Guild. Look at him scurry.
Also, I just imagine, like, since she's dedicating her life to spreading the word of the Ryus, just like.
Oh no, she's a missionary.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, the year the dragon ends and she just sits shuffling her feet for the next 11 years.
Huh? What the hell is that Chocobo chick supposed to be dressed up as? Ryunosuke here is wearing a costume that mimics the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. It is held that these creatures have mastery over water, and a sailor such as your good self may benefit from knowing about them. Huh. If you ask me, it looks more like a sea serpent. Hold it, it wouldn't have anything to do with that thrice-damned primal Leviathan, would it? I assure you there is no connection whatsoever. Far from causing disasters of water, the Ryu is a benevolent beast that protects us from them. If you are interested in knowing more, I invite you to seek us out at the Aft Castle. Is that right? Still, here in Limsa, we've got the Navigator. That's all the protection we need on the high seas. Yes. I understand the people of your nation look to Limland to favor them with safe voyages. Be that as it may, disasters of water can strike beyond the bounds of the sea, in which case, placing your faith in the Ryu could provide you with added assurance. Walks out of town with him and pushes him in the river. Huh! I suppose it don't hurt to have more friends in high places, as it were. Fine. I'll go and see what this is all about. Okay, that's 1 of 3.
A little less mythology trivia. Serpent was originally the word we used for dragons. The word dragon came later, and it didn't originally mean snake, but later got applied to snake because our original perception of what a dragon would look like was snake-shaped. The dragon appearance that we have these days didn't actually start until we started uncovering dinosaur fossils.
Oh, cool. Because that is absolutely where the tales of medieval dragons came from, is somebody stumbled across a T-Rex fossil or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently the first the first Triceratops fossil was found in a ravine wall, and in order to find out what it was, they lassoed the horn and pulled it out the wall.
Oh no!
It's like bloody cowboys discovered dinosaurs, effectively. Or at least a dinosaur.
Yeah. Yes? How can I assist you in your curiously dressed chocobo chick? Why is that the part of this setup you find weird? Why not the Bugyo's outfit? Chocobo chicks get dressed up in cute shit all the time.
This is Limsa. With the amount of adventurers that come here and there, he's probably just used to outlandish outfits.
You know what? That's fair. If I may shed some light on the mystery of our mascot, little Ryunosuke here is named for the Ryu, dragons of the Far East. Oh, I thought dragons are supposed to be fearsome. This fellow looks anything but. Roar at him, Ryunosuke. Crap!
Also, this is Limsa. He's probably even more used to adventurers in an outlandish lack of outfit.
Balmung's the ERP server, right? Or is it Bahamut?
Balmung, apparently.
Yeah, it's Balmung.
Our costume companion notwithstanding, the Ryu is in fact a powerful and fearsome beast. Yet, by the same token, they are fondly regarded as symbols of good fortune. Should you be curious about them, we would be glad to tell you more at the Aft Castle. A being that's regarded with both fear and fondness. Intriguing. Perhaps I'll pay a quick visit to the Aft Castle before returning to work. I was about to watch that guy walk directly through Danny's body. Okay, and this away.
Why was I following Law?
Because I'm going to the right place.
Yeah, Laura actually got it right this time.
Yeah, why am I following where Law would normally go?
Oh, ha. By the gods.
I was following your instinct rather than your feet.
By the gods. I just resolved to solve my soul with the sight of adorable creatures this year, in what should appear but the most charming of chocobo chicks. What's your name, little one? And what is that winsome outfit you're wearing? I've been Balmungian since before it was Balmung. Back in 1.0 my server was Besaid, which got merged with Fabul to make Balmung at some point, and can confirm that it's the ERP server, yeah. It is a little disappointing that the servers aren't named after locations anymore. That would have been cool. Huh. You have a keen eye, sir. This little fellow is Ryunosuke. He is dressed as a Ryu, a dragon of the Far East. By thus attiring Eorzea's favorite beast of burden, we hope to create a symbol of friendship between our lands. Well now, that this adorable form should harbor such splendid symbolism. I'd never heard of this Ryu before, but now I'm keen to know more. In that case, sir, I invite you to seek us out at the Aft Castle anon. There, we will be glad to answer all your questions. Excellent. We shall head there at once. Danny, you walked away perfectly in time with the NPCs. Oh, what a relief to see the locals take an interest in the Ryu. I dare say we have gathered enough people, so let us head back to the Aft Castle. Ethernet, shard, teleport across the city. God, I'm tired. Woke up at 8 a.m. this morning, which is very early for me. So our Bugyo makes her triumphant return. You have done a tremendous job to pique the interest of so many. You are too kind, Metsuke. None of this would have been possible without the adventurer and Ryunosuke's help. Oh, Sibley, and her dad. There you are, miss. My papa wanted to meet you, so I've brought him. So you are the kindly folks who helped my Sibley. I haven't the words to properly thank you, but I'm truly grateful for what you've done. Thank you for not pushing her into the river. I'm glad to see my girl smiling again.
I know how tempting it is. Every time I go sailing.
Pray do not mention it, sir. We too owe Sibley much and more. How fares the preparation for your journey, if I may ask? Very well, thank you. And with simply praying to the legendary Seiryu for my safety, no matter how far I venture from home, I have no doubt that all will be well. I shall pray for your safety as well. What little we might do to help you on your way, we gladly do it. Indeed, while sharing the blessing of our divine beasts is a fine thing, naught is more rewarding to our delegation than fostering friendship between our lands.
I don't recognize her father's chest piece.
For all the help you've afforded us, I wish to give you a proper reward, yet I do not know what might be suitable. Give me the Chocobro. Quack, quack, quack. Ryunosuke, you say you wish to accompany our adventurer friend? I believe the little one wishes to be your charm against tumultuous waters, and he would be hard-pressed to choose a better companion. We still have Ryuji! Ryuji! To aid us in our work. So,
For real?
For real. So, if you so wish it, Ryunosuke is yours. Ryunosuke, my little guardian, thank you for everything. May your divine aura keep our friends safe. I wish you could place minions in your house, like you can in Path of Exile.
There's level 90 content where you are actually able to place minions around the location that you cultivate.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah,
It'll be a while before
we get to that, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a while before I get there, but I'll definitely take advantage of that once I get there, because I'm not getting rid of Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
And may you and yours enjoy the rest of the Heavensturn season, my friend. Know that wherever the Ryu roars, good fortune shall be upon you.
Yeah.
Oh, unlike a dragon. Excuse me. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikujishi has returned to offer his services for the remainder of the celebration. Seek him out for a Heavensturn fortune. 12 extra fortunes have been divined this year. Keep a watchful eye on the adventure section of your Omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. Okay, where is the Omikuji?
Right over here.
Next time on Dragon Bow.
Next time on Dragon Bow.
Ott is dead.
Skill issue. As Mochi Dog Daikon, it is my duty to distribute festive rice cakes to our patrons, and our Mochi stores can barely keep up with demand this Heavensturn. I take it your earnest endeavors are to thank for that, adventurer.
Also, the guys from last year's quest are over here.
Yeah. The one who needed better armor, and for some reason they decided level 1 glamour gear would be a good choice.
Huh. Having not gotten to the Vieira expansion yet, it feels so weird to see Vieira NPCs.
Just casually stood on Ott's corpse.
Where? Ah, there you are. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Draw Omikuji. You must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. A pittance.
You gotta talk to these other people.
He's doing the draw at the moment.
Yeah, I know, but
Good fortune! Thou shalt experience exceptional fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure, hither and thither, wander alone. Enjoy moments of respite, all thine own. That's not going to happen. I have a Greek chorus in my head at all times. Relationships. Friendship will bloom. Take the lead and gather comrades. That's kind of what we're doing in the Far East. Prosperity. Bid farewell to the old. Bid welcome to the new. Conflict. Temper thyself in the heat of friendly rivalries. Favor. Be forbearing like unto the matron. The seeds of new friendship shall quicken for thee. Which one's the matron?
I believe that's Nofika. I'll double check. Yep, Nofika, the one of abundance and harvest.
yeah.
Youngest sister of Lim Lane and bitter rival of Halone.
I got misfortune.
Oh no.
It's what's really funny is I've done this quest on 4 different characters now, starting with my main character, and my fortune has just gotten worse and worse every single time. With my main character was great fortune, with the second character was good fortune, with the third character was fair fortune, and now I have misfortune.
Well, that's what you get for trying to game fate.
I guess.
Well, what do you know? It says great fortune. That bodes well for my voyage. You're so lucky, Papa. I'll pray to Serio and ask him to give you lots of good fortune, too. You know, it makes me wonder, like, in settings where the gods are factual and provable, and different societies pray to different gods that are factual and provable, if, for example, if somebody from one society has a trip to another country on the far side of the world for merchant stuff or sailing or fishing or whatever, do they pray to the far off gods instead of their own for safe travels?
Mm.
That's an interesting world building question.
Aye. Also, I do find it funny that you're like, oh, there's a Vieira NPC. Anyway, I wonder which NPC I need to talk to.
I was looking at... Oh, wait. Where did these guys come from? They weren't here a minute ago.
They absolutely were here. I pointed them out. Several of us pointed them out. That's why I was confused when you didn't talk to them when you walked right past them.
You know what? I think I was looking at Sarah Skoger here and thinking she was an NPC. I think that is the Vieira I was talking about a minute ago.
I am so glad Facepalm is the mutt in this game.
Good lord.
Ooh, fair fortune, is it? Well, I'll happily take that over the alternative. But I shudder to think what will happen if I make the same mistakes I did last Heavensturn. If I'm to properly understand this fortune, I must thoroughly read through each section. Here's one. Relationships. Treasure thy closest comrade. That should be simple enough. But who might this comrade be? Perhaps I should ask Bodafwan for his insight. Bodafwan, are you her closest comrade? Let's see. According to this Somikuji, good fortune is upon me. Now, as I recall, there are other minor fortunes in addition to this one. They should be written here somewhere. Aha! Here we are. Relationships. Treasure thy closest comrade. A fine fortune, but which comrade does it speak of exactly? These people are so fucking dense. I suppose it can't hurt to show them all a little extra appreciation, but... Alright, I've got my fortune. I've talked to all the NPCs. I'm betting there would be more NPCs here for me to talk to if I'd done previous years.
No.
More previous years and also more future content.
Okay, yeah, that too.
Yeah, there's one NPC for future content that shows up.
Yeah. I saved screenshots with some of them on my main, so we can share those when they're relevant later.
In 2 years.
Yeah. Hi, Kitty.
Well...
Alright, it's Black Mage time.
It's Black Mage time, but first it's go to the bathroom time. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Have fun, make friends.
No.
I'm also going to go on break. Bye-bye.
Alright, back. Alright, Black Mage time.
Welcome back.
To Uldar.
I poked a lion earlier and he gave me his milk. Specifically buffalo milk. 69 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I just poked the lion and immediately got a trade. Just 69 buffalo milk. Like, I have questions.
Da, 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 da. Tamil Vaneth. Now, I don't know how many Black Mage quests we're going to be able to manage because I've only got, like, level... Oh, what is it? Level... 270 gear. But we'll see. Lore. Good. For better or for worse, it would seem Shatoto is still enjoying herself a peaceful slumber. In the meantime, my study of the books of Nald Thal has proven rather enlightening. In particular, I was surprised to learn that while the statue in Nald's reflection is a relatively recent construction, in historical terms, of course, the goblet it holds in its hands is quite ancient. It would appear that it was within that vessel Mistress Shatoto's soul was sealed away. Master's record goes on to state that the inner surface of the goblet is inscribed with a message in the glyphs of ancient Mach. It reads... yes, here it is. The power of destruction did rend the baleful star, and peace doth reign near and afar. Yet 23 centuries hence shall it come anew, and certain doom is sure to ensue. A prophecy of sorts, it would seem. I can tell because it rhymed in modern language rather than its original tongue. It has been roughly 2,300 years since Shatoto founded black magic. Oh, there's an interesting world-building detail. What if in your setting, all prophecies, they don't rhyme in the language they're made in, but they always rhyme in the language of the time that
they're
relevant in? That would be fun world-building. It has been roughly...
people of the past know it's a prophecy because it's grammatically incorrect.
It has been roughly 2,300 years since Shatoto founded black magic, which means it is entirely possible she herself left the inscription. But whatever sort of doom could the prophecy be referring to? I fear it is all rather cryptic. Shatoto takes control of her and starts talking about it. Lalai, and Lore as well. I would speak with the both of you at once. Oh, it's you! Well, I would like nothing more than to catch up on old times. I come bearing grave tidings. My friends, pray, lend me your aid. Well, if it isn't our favorite Gubu-headed hearer, I would have thought the seventh hell would freeze over before you cast your lot with purveyors of destruction. What have we done to deserve the honor of your groveling? Lalai, come on! He's a friend now. This is no time for jest, Lalai. The situation is most dire. Why, a veritable horde of crazed golems has burst forth from the lost city and is wreaking havoc on the Twelveswood even as we speak. Whatever foul sorcery led them to abandon their orders and run rampant, we cannot say. But one thing is certain. If we do not deal with them, and do so swiftly, there is no telling what damage they might inflict upon our forest home. That does sound like cause for concern. Very well. I suppose it will not kill us to put the matter of Shatoto aside for the moment, and... Huh? Wait, no, not now! Ah! Shaya's just like, what? I say, how can the girl think straight with this ungodly fool's cap weighing her down? Or perhaps she can't, and that is why. But of course, it all makes perfect sense. Oh, hello there. Did you miss me and my prodigious intellect? Of course you did. Now, look, we haven't much time, so do try to keep pace. The surge of ether? Just who or what are you? Yes, I'm sure there's so much you'd like to know. But where would that get us? I've already heard all I need to know through the girl's ears. We are needed in the South Shroud, yes? Rampaging golems, was it? Indeed. I've tasked a whaler named Alphine with looking into the matter. With any luck, he has gleaned some knowledge which might avail us in plotting a suitable course of action. It's Shatoto, Zaya. The suitable course of action she's going to propose is fire. Alphine,
I mean, it might also be ice or lightning.
She seems like a fire sort to me. Alphine, South Shroud. Yes, I believe the great Shatoto has all she needs. Well, come now. No point in standing around like gawping goobos when there's work to be done, right? Right. I wonder if Jaya knows that name. Shatoto? Lore, I am most grateful for your aid, do not get me wrong. But if there is anything that you and Lalai have been keeping from me, mark my words, I will hear of it in full when our task is done. We weren't keeping it from you, you just weren't around since we figured it out. We don't even know how to get in touch with you. He's gone. Alright, to the South Shroud, they said? Oh, right next to Camp Tranquil. Are we going to have to do a dungeon? Huh. Alright, she's got the hat off. Shatoto possessed Lalai because she looks like Shatoto, and for no other reason. It's so much easier to think without that excess bulk weighing on my brain. For the life of me, I'll never understand people's obsession with extravagant headgear. I wonder if 11 Shantotto had a thing about hats as well. The sheer etheric energy I feel exuding from the girl is nothing short of astounding. Could it be that Cap was reigning in her true power all this time? It's her limiters. Welcome, friends. You come seeking news of the golems, yes? Would that I had any to give. I fear not a single one of the creatures has manifested itself before mine eyes. So you say, my good man, but is it possible that you do not see the trees for the forest? Sometimes that which we seek is right before us, and we need only attune our vision. Why, is it just me, or do I spy a number of curious stone structures peeking out from the brush? Yes, I have an inkling that our foe might be hiding in plain sight. But just how is one to distinguish living stone from the more ordinary type? Why, I do believe the former would take far less kindly to being scorched with a burst of hell's fire. I told you! She is a fire girl. So, the plan is clear, yes? Let's get blasting.
I mean, when you fought her, she used all sorts of elements.
Did she use ice? I thought she just used fire and lightning.
She used some ice.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
Hi, Kitty.
I mean, she invented the school. I think she's going to be proficient with it.
yeah, fair enough. Okay, come on. Really? This guy didn't recognize this as a golem? He couldn't have possibly seen this before. Okay, I'm supposed to use fire on it. Oh, okay. Wait, no, that was this other guy who's apparently doing the same quest as me. Huh, that's a fun coincidence.
Yeah, it's always fun when you see that.
Is that why I couldn't do anything with this idol? Is because he was interacting with it?
It's probably because you were trying to use Fire 1 instead of Fire 3.
Oh, I see. Ah, there we go. Drop a thunder on this guy. Great. I ran out of elemental just in time. And using Fire 3 on this thing does not give me elemental notes. Alright, 2 down. It's so cool that I ran into somebody doing this exact quest at the same time. That's fun. Suspicious stone. Fire 3. And from the cloud. Fire 3 again. 4. Got it. Is our friend quite well? I only saw her from afar, but it was as if the girl took some perverse pleasure in causing as much destruction as she could muster. Yeah, that's Shintano. There's a calmness in the air. Yes, I do believe the danger has passed. I thank you, friend. So how many did you kill, Shintano? That was fun, wasn't it? Now, while I'm not wont to repeat myself, it seems I should make an exception for the slower members of our band. You have the privilege of standing before the Archmage Shitoto, or rather a memory of the same, which has awakened after years of slumber to rescue your realm from a fate most dire. Slower? Lady Shitoto, if that is truly who you are, I cannot deny your arcane prowess, and yet there is much about this matter that does not sit well with me. Pray, explain yourself. What is this dire fate of which you speak? Oh dear, you really aren't very smart. Very well, I shall begin from the very, beginning. Dear me, did I almost rhyme? Who does that, anyway? Right, 11 Shantoto rhymes, doesn't she?
Yep, every single sentence.
Anyhow, the tale begins some 2 millennia ago, when the great civilization of Mach was still in its infancy. Our scholars ascertained that a mighty comet, awash with unspeakable ethereal energy, was on course to strike our fair home and reduce it to so much rubble. And so I thought to rectify the situation the only way I knew how, by blasting the foul rock out of the sky with the most powerful destructive magic our realm had ever seen. This, more than anything, was what spurred me to developing the art of black magic as it is known today. Needless to say, my plan was a remarkable success. A massive chunk of the comet was shattered, knocking it clear off its path and sending it spinning harmlessly off into the heavens. The story, however, does not end there. Fragments of the meteor hurtled to and embedded themselves in the Earth. While small enough that their impact caused no significant damage, they remained beneath the surface, brimming with etheric energies just waiting to be unearthed. Needless to say, these otherworldly stones drew the attention of mages far and wide, who sought to claim their powers for their own. These are the stones that gave the golems their souls, by whose powers many a city-state flourished. And yet, these stones held yet further secrets. When 2 of them were brought together, they would call out to one another, ether reacting to ether, to augment their mutual powers to still greater heights. Mind you, the power of mere fragments, even in a heightened state, would be far too meager to be cause for concern. One threat, however, still lingered. What if the comet, the mother stone as it were to return its circuitous orbit, bringing it in shouting distance of our world once more? Would not its remnants, its children, summon it hither in all its destructive glory? Preposterous! Did your vaunted black magic not knock the comet clear across the skies? Why, it is simply inconceivable that its new path would bring it around back in our direction. Inconceivable to feebler minds, mayhap, but not my own. In fact, I posit that the comet is drawing nearer every moment, and it is for this very reason that the golems are now running amok. If left unattended, the implications for this world would be calamitous indeed. Fortunately, you have an ally in the impending battle, a prodigy who foresaw the danger that was to come, and sent her memory into the future that she might return to save the day. Do you mean to say that you predicted that this threat would come over 2,000 years ago, mind you, and devised an incantation for the sole purpose of allowing you to return to us in our time of need? Huh. Shantoto's from Mach, right?
Yes.
Was that a mixed society, or was it like all Hyur or all Lalafels or whatever?
It was a mixed society, but primarily here in Lalafels.
Okay, so it's Shatoto was a Lalafel then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so, what saved the dinosaurs? The Ice Mage!
Oh, that was not nearly as funny as I'm reacting to.
A little bit of Ralga trivia. Ralga's symbol is a meteor because it is said that a meteor was about to collide with the planet and he struck it down from the sky. It's thought that that legend comes from what Shatoto did with the meteor in the question. It's also why black mages are considered to have a connection to Ralga.
So, she did a deed so legendary, so amazing, that people attribute it to God.
Yes!
Yep.
That's pretty badass. I do believe I've already said precisely that. Of course, I did not do it entirely on my own. The spell would have been lost to history if crazy old Kukuruka hadn't dug it up when he did and recorded it for posterity. Dear little Lalai and Lore also played their parts as well. Oh, how wonderful it is when one's followers, against their natural tendencies perhaps, manage not to make an utter mess of things. Hey, I am not your follower, Shitoto. Miss Blessings of Ralgar herself! I must admit, the whole story still strikes me as a bit far-fetched. You've hung out with me, Jaya. How is anything that happens far-fetched to you? I mistrust neither your motives nor your skill, Lady Shitoto, but as a healer charged with the protection of this wood, I cannot leave this matter to you alone. I will accompany you and offer what aid I can. But first, let us return to Ul'dah. I would hear more of the plan you propose before we take action. Must you? Oh, very well. Just promise you will not get in our way. Now come along, my puppets. I have a realm to save, and you're going to help me. You're a black mage. She founded black magic. You are her follower. Oh. Ooh, hang on. I need to dispute that. Hang on. I need to think. I need to think for a second on how to dispute that. Is a physicist a follower of Isaac Newton? I would argue not.
I was going to say, is a biologist a follower of Darwin?
Alright, back to Ul'dah. Count Bob is arguing yes. Da, da. Da, 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 da.
The nighttime Ul'dah theme is very pretty.
It does not appear the sorceress means us ill, but I still do not feel entirely safe in her presence. And whatever has she done with Lalai? The hearer assures me that there have been no golem uprisings elsewhere. And since he clearly is too thick to tell a convincing lie, I'm inclined to believe him. God, you are such an asshole. You're a fun asshole, but you're such a dick. This means that we still have time to form a plan of attack. I'm sure 11 Shantota was an asshole too, but...
Let's make a plan of attack.
I do pride myself on my honesty, and so I will be honest with you when I say this. Your art is, to put it kindly, not looked fondly upon in our day and age, and your story stretches the limits of believability. We cannot stave off this calamity alone, but any entreaties you might make are not like to find a receptive audience. I, on the other hand, have friends in positions of some prominence. Jaya, I've been through A Realm Reborn and Heavensward to get here. I'm friends with all the heads of state in Eorzea. I have friends in high places too. I shall reach out to them and see what aid they are willing to offer. That breaks my suspension of disbelief a little bit, because I can literally walk into Gridania and talk to Kane Senna. Like, I can just walk up to her, say hi, and engage in a casual conversation, and bring whatever I want to the table. Shintoto was such an asshole in the best way.
So was the original Shintoto.
Oh, yeah,
that's what Saint Firm was saying.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought. Oh, I misread it as Shintoto for this one.
How charming. He actually thinks he might prove himself useful. In your spare time, might you not ask your astrologian friends if they have any recent calculations on the comet's path? I have no reason to doubt the accuracy of my own, of course, but I was working off 2 millennia-old data. As you wish. Forgive me for being forward, but might I inquire as to the well-being of our mutual friend Lalai? She is still in there somewhere, yes? Oh, she most certainly is. Worry not, the girl's consciousness is just enjoying a short respite. Which reminds me, I really am due for a nap myself. Be a dear and do try not to let things go to hells in my absence, will you? Shitoto, mother of the art that brought the great floods upon us. Has she truly returned to deliver us from doom?
Nice of him to ignore that white magic was part of that too.
Oh, yeah, definitely in character there. Where were you keeping the hat, Lalai? Shitoto took it off and threw it away. Where did you get the hat back? Did you wake up, walk to Gradonia, grab the hat, walk back, and then engage us in conversation? The progenitor of our esteemed art has chosen me as her vessel in hopes of saving our world from a falling star. I can scarce imagine a greater honor. Come, Lore, we must put our minds together and figure out how we might best do her bidding. Wait, Lalai. If we take her words at face value, Shitoto has only the realm's best interests at heart. And yet I, for one, remain skeptical. Yeah, what's she gonna do when her job is done and we want Lalai back? Lalai has a spare supply of hats.
We could just shove Shitoto back in the jar we found her in.
And yet I, for one, remain skeptical. Which is not to say I doubt her intentions, or yours for that matter. And yet we speak of the founder of the very art which gave rise to the War of the Magi and the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Could it not be that even in seeking to save our realm, she is like as not to destroy it? Blasphemy! Why, Lady Shitoto has long since passed when the war broke out. Only a blind, blustering half-wit would even think to hold her responsible for... Although, when I put it that way... What? Come on, Lalai, be nice! I know you've got an asshole living in your head right now, but she's not in control of you at the moment. Saya's a friend.
I mean, honestly, I think she would be more insulted if you didn't think she was capable of starting the war against all other magi in the world.
Yeah, although
finally, a worthy challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Although with that, I can point out that there's a reason why Shitoto is inexperienced with the concept of the wide-brimmed hats, because the hats and the eye patches were introduced as a way to protect the user from void sense, and it started happening when during the war they began using void magic to summon void sense, which as stated, Shitoto was long dead before the war started.
Oh, so it is Lalai's limiter then.
It's so that like I said, it's a lot of void sense, like the gaze mechanics are kind of canonical.
I understand this. And that is why I begrudge neither you nor her my aid. such as it will serve to protect the realm's peace. At the same time, I intend to keep close watch on her. One can never be too wary, after all. In any event, I will gather what knowledge I can of the threat we face, and I would be most grateful if you could do the same. Might I suggest speaking with your Beastman allies, if the idea has not already occurred to you, that is. Not gonna lie, even though I knew intellectually that they weren't going to come into Ul'dah, when I saw the question marks and saw somebody talking to us from off screen, my head went, wait, is that one of the Beastmen?
Mhm.
Alright, Lalai, we need to have a chat about your manners. I swear, that man's head is made of harder stone than any golem. Lalai, actually, have I ever expressed how I feel about zealots to her? I don't think I have. Lalai, zealot is not a good look. Calm down. Still, at least he is cooperating with us, which is progress of some sort. In any event, I will reach out to our Beastman friends. I encourage you to return to your studies in the meantime. If one thing is clear, it is that the task ahead will test us to our very limits. Did not learn a skill.
I will say,
Yeah, I think they stopped tying skills to so many quests
Yeah.
in Stormblood.
the only one you get from the Stormblood ones is at level 70.
Gotcha, and I definitely won't be making it there today.
Also, Zaya's coat looks really comfy.
Lala has gleaned new knowledge that may serve you well in the last 30 seconds. Lore, I trust you have not been shirking your studies. Mistress Shitoto expects much of us, and I would not disappoint her. For my own part, I have called out to her intently, time and again, within my mind, in hopes of conveying any and all knowledge that might avail in staving off this impending disaster. You know what? Lalai wouldn't want Shitoto out of her head once this is done. She worships the lady. Though she does not respond, I have the distinct sensation that she is listening, in some way or another. Doubtless she will return when she sees fit, but in the meanwhile we can ill afford to bide our time. And so I have taken Zaya Nelha's advice. I can just see the smug grin on his face as I say that, and reached out to our friends. Not moments ago, a post-Moogle came by with a missive from our friend Da Za of the 269th Order. As luck would have it, it seems he has knowledge that might serve us well. To wit, reports of recent sightings of rampaging golems. I would ask you to go on ahead and see what he knows. I will call for that holier-than-thou hearer and join you shortly. Not that I am enamored of his company, far from it, but his insights have proven to be not altogether useless on occasion. Revenant's Toll. Do 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 do. Tulla's Luna Heart is a good name.
Right next to
I see you
bloody
hiding
menace.
back here. Lore, it has been eons, eras, ages, eons. I should start greeting people who I haven't seen in a while with "It's been eons." That's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna make myself out to be a weird nerd every time I do that, but I'm definitely gonna try doing that in the future.
One of my favorite ones is from a webcomic called Paranatural, and like one character is like, "Don't you remember what happened the other day?" And the other character goes, "That was years of days ago." Because and the thing is, like, it was like in
It's
real
been
life,
like
it was
3
literally
days in the
several
comic,
years.
right?
Yeah, because like webcomic time, like it was literally several years out of universe, but in game, but in the story, it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But in real life, it was like 5 years ago.
Wow, was it slow updates or constant updates?
Constant updates.
Bit of both.
Well, there were some batches where it was slow, but it was generally 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think, right?
Thereabouts, yeah. It slowed down in like recent years, but like at the time, yeah, they had pretty consistent 2 to 3 updates a week. But you know, updating a comic story 1 page at a time takes a while.
Paranatural's really good, but recently, well, I say recently, it was like a year and a half ago, they swapped from comic pages to text with illustration, which drove me away from the comic.
I've seen panels, but I've never read it.
It's very funny.
Yeah, and it's written by Homestuck. He did some. They did some of the. What was it called? Like the fan comic. One of them.
Paradox Space.
Paradox Space. Yeah, they did a couple Paradox Space comics. And Paranatural is also very good. Anyway.
Did it stay good after it stopped being a comic?
It did stay good. It's just, you know, there's not as much art, which is a shame because the art was always really good. So,
yeah.
You know.
I need to get back to reading Wildlife.
Lore, it has been eons, eras, ages, eons. I have heard that the spirit of the legendary Shatoto comes alive again inside Lalai. But could this wondrous tale possibly be true? Am I the only non-zealot in the order? Am I lacking in conviction?
It's just like, oh no, I'm in a cult.
Oh no! Oh no, I am, aren't I? Oh no!
I made the joke and it became real.
It is indeed, friend Daza. She's a capricious type, though, and wakes only when she has a mind to. A fact that I have explained some 700 times to this mutton-headed hearer, who still insists beyond all reason that I should be able to summon her at will. You do me discredit, Lalai. I merely suggested that if there were some means by which we could summon Shatoto at our own convenience, rather than waiting for her to come forth of her own accord, it might serve us in facing the dangers ahead. She comes out, she insults him, she goes back to sleep, and Lalai's like, what? Summon her? You speak of the illustrious founder of my art as if she were a mere serving girl. You will watch your tongue in the presence of your betters, Zayanelha, lest... Ah! That was not her getting taken over, that was her trying to summon Shatoto and failing. I meant no disrespect. I do not deny the power of your art, nor the good it can do in the right hands. I am simply... And Shatoto says, yes, you are simply... Oh yeah, I would definitely kill Rhalgr if Rhalgr the Primal showed up. Too stubborn and stupid to fully accept it. Oh, well, I suppose none of us are perfect. Myself excluded, of course. 269th Order Mendicant Daza, I presume. Tell me all you have seen or heard about this rampaging golem. Are my eyes to be believed? Trusted, sworn by, believed? Is this truly the great Shatoto who stands before my eyes? Yes, yes, it must be. I mean, but of course, my lady. Yes, yes, Daza will tell all he knows. I saw a strange golem, odd, curious, strange, wandering in the tangle. And that is not all. It was no ordinary golem. No, no, but rather the same one I saw in a tome handed down from my forebear, Dagu, a golem of ancient Mach. One of my own creations? Why, that is simply inconceivable. I designed them to be utterly rampage-proof. I left copious instructions to ensure that my loyal apprentices, and their apprentices, and so on and so forth, would see they stay that way. Well, your apprentices' apprentices started a war that almost ended the world, Shitoto, so I think some of that got lost along the way. There's literally 5 black mages left in the world, Shitoto. Things have changed. Mayhap your followers were not so diligent in carrying out your orders after your passing. We all know of the chaos and destruction wreaked by Maki sorcerers during the War of the Magi. I suspect that poring over age-old documents on the upkeep of golems was the least of their concerns. Forgive me my doubts, Lady Shitoto, but you seem quite partial to your creations and your countrymen. If we were to find ourselves locked in combat with our golem of Mach, do I have your assurance you would not hesitate to strike down our foe? You do not trust me, trust us. This I know. I am not deaf to Lalai's ceaseless grumblings. So be it. You cannot help being a simpleton, no more than I can help being the greatest intellect of any era. That old coot Kukuruka told me what became of Maki after my passing, when he communed with me a century ago. Do you think I deny the senseless destruction caused by my descendants, with the art I myself wrought, no less? Of course not. For I, unlike some of my present companions, am not a bloody fool. But even a fool must understand that a tool is only as good or evil as she who would wield it. So answer me this. What could I possibly stand to gain from standing idly by as my own creations wreak havoc on the realm I once called home? I will grant that there is some sense in what you say. In any event, we thank you for your assistance, Daza. Rest assured that we shall see to the rogue golems before any harm befalls you and yours. To the tangle! Hey, you are not in charge, Zaya. I am. Totally, definitely in charge. Does that overdweller never lighten up? It must be so tiring living each day carrying around a brain of solid stone. Burdensome, wearisome, tiring. Lay off the guy, everybody! You can say that again, my synonym-abusing friend. Lore, you know the man better than I, and for that I pity you. Is there nothing we can do to buy ourselves a moment's respite from his inane quibbling? Whatever do you suppose is bothering his puny mind? It's all the insults! It's not hard, Shitoto. Everyone here but me is being an asshole to him. Maybe he worries for Lalai. Yes, I have observed this as well. Smaller minds are quick to burden themselves with hand-wringing concern for the well-being of others. As if it were not evident that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. She has currently been overpowered by an ancient mind that's puppeteering her body, Shitoto. She is not in control here of her own destiny. Of course people worry about her. I worry about her. In either event, if he insists on tagging along with us, I suppose it would not hurt to win him over. If only he does not foul things up at the worst possible time. Anyhow, I do believe we have some golems to smite into oblivion. The tangle, was it? I'll see you there. And do try not to get lost on the way. Shitoto in the tangle. Oh, we're right here. Excuse me. This Shitoto is full of mysteries, but one baffles me the most. Just what is it about Lalai's cap that she finds so disagreeable? Was there no custom of wearing headgear in her age? I see that cocky stance. These lands were far more dry and agreeable in my day. But I suppose much can change in 2 millennia, especially without me around to keep things in order. But this is no time to get caught up in nostalgia. We have golems to smash and search for. Not necessarily in that order, I suppose. Yes, I can sense particularly strong etheric energies coming from that direction. I will accompany Shitoto to ensure that she remains focused on the task at hand. Might you survey the area south of here? These environs afford our foe no end of hiding spots, and I am ill-inclined to walk into an ambush. Who's flying their dragon shadow over me?
Cynthia.
This looks like a mini-boss arena. You look far and wide, but can discern no sign of golems, rampaging or otherwise. Return to the southwestern reaches of the Tangle and see how Shitoto and Zaya and Elha fare in their search. I guess this is not a mini-boss arena. Damn.
I believe a Fate can spawn there.
Ah, well that is a mini-boss arena then. Shitoto, did you get your ass beat? She's on the ground, being protected by Jaya. That is a cool-ass golem. Look at that thing. That's rad. Just standing here talking about how cool the enemy about to kill them is. Oh, it wants me now.
Have you played Portal 2?
I have.
It reminds me of the turret cubes that Wheatley makes near the end.
Kinda. Ow. Oh, damn it. Ran out of... whoever just attacked it, please don't.
I just provoked it so that it wasn't going to kill you.
Yeah, I was about to kill you there.
Oh, fair enough.
You did stand in two AoEs.
Yo, high and mighty, how's it feel to get your ass beat? Ugh, if only this body were my own, I would have raised that oversized block of stone to the ground. I suppose I should thank you for coming to my aid. Had I lost consciousness in the midst of battle, I would certainly have been done for, and poor Lalai with me. No, Lady Shitoto, it is I who owe you a debt of gratitude. Had you not drawn the creature's initial strike, I would surely have met an inglorious end. But that is not the least of my failings. It is my fault, and mine alone, that we were caught unawares. Though it shames me to say so, my eyes were on you when they should have been watching out for our enemy. Who is this sorceress who wields such frightful power? Does she truly mean to save our realm, or will she destroy it? These thoughts continue to haunt me, but no more. Seeing you risk your life for me, a humble hearer you have only just met, I say this with no reservations. You are a paragon of virtue, and a model to all mages, white or black. Okay, you're probably correct, sort of, but you're very all or nothing with the trust, Jaya. Why, I do believe those are the most intelligent words I've heard you utter yet. And he's like, yeah, and you ruined it. Keep talking like that, and I might yet learn to tolerate your presence. And if you think that means I'm going to give you your precious Lalai back, you'd best think again. We still have a falling star to fend off, do we not? My precious Lalai? I have not the slightest idea what you might be implying. You wouldn't, would you? Was it not your grand dream to see the white and the black, the arts of healing and destruction, united for the common good? So says Lalai, at the very least. Is the girl not an invaluable piece of the future, you would realize? This is all well and true, but invaluable and precious have different connotations. Mayhap not in your time, but the meanings of words evolve over time, you see, and... what I am saying is, of course Lalai is a friend and ally, but the same could be said of Lore here, and... which is not to say I do not want to see her again, of course, only that... never mind. At any rate, I do believe we've done all we can here. Lady Shitoto, please forgive me for having doubted you. Henceforth, I promise that I will aid you in whatever way I can. And with that, I do believe I must be off. Somewhere. Way to make everything uncomfortable, Shitoto. Well, he's back! One last thing, if I may, Lady Shitoto. While you are awake and speaking with us, what becomes of Lalai's consciousness? That is to say, is she still in there listening? What a curious question. She is slumbering in the recesses of her mind, much as I am when she is awake. But to answer your question, no, she is not listening. Though we do have some rather stimulating conversations from time to time. If you'd like, I can share the details. No! I mean, never mind. I really must be getting off to... right, that place I was going. Are all men in this era so odd? At any rate, I feel my consciousness beginning to wane. Lalai will be waking from slumber ere long, and I would return to Ul'dah before she discovers how sopping wet she is. I'm talking about the puddle that we're standing in. It just occurred to me what the double meaning of what I just said was. I suggest you do the same. Your friend has much she wishes to discuss with you. It's always so unnerving to see a Malboro off in the distance. Turning around to look at me. To Ul'dah! Of all people, I wasn't expecting love to be on Shitoto's mind, even though it's not her own.
Her own love or her own mind?
Either or. You are a level 60 Black Mage, starting the, either finishing the Heavensward Black Mage quests or starting the Stormblood ones. Feels good to have so many compatriots. Welcome back, Lore. As you might have surmised, it is I, Lalai. Mistress Shitoto returned to her repose not moments ago. Before drifting off to slumber, she imparted to me some details regarding what she sees as the next phase of our task. To wit, she would have us venture further afield to investigate any golem menaces that might be stirring out of eyeshot. Speaking of menaces, whatever became of that stone-headed hearer? I suppose it is too much to hope that Mistress Shitoto finally set his robes alight. Well, they were pretty wet, so it wouldn't have worked out very well. No, no, no! I am not gonna be that much of an anti-bro to him. No, I can't. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, but it would be so interesting to see what she says. Oh. Oh, which do I want to say? Ooh. Huh. Maybe that would start something between them. I don't know. That's a gamble. Huh. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. He seems to have feelings for you. I will assume I misheard you, Lore. On the off chance I did not, pray inform the man that he had best not act upon these feelings in my presence, lest I feel like scorching his precious flowing locks from his scalp. His precious flowing locks? Huh? You think they're precious? Anyhow, I trust you will keep me informed if our hearer friend exhibits any more impertinent behavior. I will think of suitable retribution. I dare say putting him to sleep and hiding his glasses would send a clear message and be rather amusing, no less. In any event, I should return to my research, as should you. Shitoto will doubtless call upon us before long, and our powers must be primed for the occasion. Alright, the next one is level 68. Might be getting to the point where I can't handle the fights. What do you guys think?
Your call.
I would have died in that fight without help. I think I need to get better gear before I continue this. We'll do the level 68 and level 70 quests at a later point then.
In that case, it might be a good time to take a break before we head back to Ruby Sea.
That's a good idea. You fine if you don't stand in AoEs? Oh, were there AoEs I stood in?
Yes.
Oh.
You were looking upwards rather than at the ground.
Yeah, fair enough. You know what? Yeah, let's go. Let's try it. Unnatural selection. Lore, the moment you entered the room, I could feel the air crackling with etheric energy. Excellent. Your diligence in your training will surely serve us well. Are we in a room? This is... We're not in a room, Lalai. And you have come at a perfect time. Not moments before you arrived, Shitoto's voice called out to me from the recesses of my consciousness. She would have us begin to lay the groundwork for the final stage of her plan. As she made it quite clear that we will require all the aid we can muster, I have taken the liberty of reaching out to our Beastman friends. They have convened at Kazakh Shah's residence at Burgundy Falls, where they await our arrival. Let us not keep them waiting. Imagine if you played Path of Exile while not looking at the floor. Well, sometimes the the skill effects affect the visibility of the game. So sometimes you are playing without looking at the floor. Okay, so Burgundy Falls. To Camp Drybone.
I'll actually be right back myself.
Oh, Furbles. I forgot about Furbles. Man, you guys went dead silent for the past, like, half an hour. What's up? Oh, Midday is muted. Huh. I guess Midday's AFK or something. Fair enough. Oh, I'm not talking to chat. I'm talking to Midday and Danny. Great honor! Tremendous honor! Trembling with excitement and awe, Dozol is. To not merely foresee a falling star some 2,000 years hence, but project one's own memory into the future to forestall it? Truly, the powers of Mistress Shatoto are beyond the comprehension of our ordinary minds. I can comprehend it just fine. It's not that complicated.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back. So you were dead silent for like half an hour. What's up, man? Silence. Nobody wants to talk to me today.
Who was dead silent?
You.
Was I?
Yeah, you and Midda haven't been saying anything for like half an hour.
Have I not? I've been like...
Midda's been AFK. He's been doing chores. But... yeah, it's been pretty quiet. Was Daza the first beastman to speak with Lady Shatoto? Yes, surely he was. Daza is Shatoto's favorite, her chosen, her prized one, her favorite. Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
I mean, to be fair, you've been doing a lot of plot, so...
I am not privy to the finer points of Lady Shatoto's plan, but I am prepared to assist in any way I can. My friends, thank you for coming together on such short notice. Mistress Shatoto would have you know that she is most grateful for your cooperation. Does she do gratitude? I don't think she does gratitude. In fact, I do believe she would rather speak to you directly. Well, it would seem the gang's all here. I dare say it's time we got this proverbial show on the road. Hearer, tell me that you've made yourself useful since I last saw your vapid face. Aye, Lady Shatoto. According to my colleagues in the Eorzean Alliance, patrols have sighted an increasing number of rampant golems afield. Fortunately, none have posed a significant threat, at least not as of yet. Which brings us to the matter of the comet. A colleague of mine at the observatorium has confirmed that it draws nearer with each passing hour. Though there is no immediate danger of a collision if it stays on its present course, it is too close for comfort, yes. Fortunately, I, as is my wont, have a plan. I simply hope that you, my friends, are up to the task. All 5 of the world's black mages are here, Shitoto. If the hearer speaks true, the golems that have been causing trouble near the city-states have been more bark than bite, felled with no great difficulty by middling soldiers. From this, I surmise that the gems set within them, their soulstones, have been small and of meager power at best. Yeah, or you just made them shitty. And yet, if my theory holds, a more sinister threat lurks in the realm's far reaches, far from the prodding eyes of Eorzean and Beastman alike. This is where we must go. Perplexed Dozle is, profoundly, deeply perplexed. By people, to do the work of people, are golems created. To travel so far from their master's domain, these constructs have no reason. True, is this not? Well, I'll be a passably astute observation. But I fear your knowledge is lacking, my squawking friend. Golems come in all shapes and forms, and not all are wrought by the hand of a mortal creator. Often a gem of sufficient etheric power will attract all manner of matter, plant, mineral, and animal alike, spontaneously animating it and giving rise to new life. With naught to guide them, these feral golems rove and wander at will. It is these unpredictable specimens that pose the greatest danger. The larger the gem that serves as their soulstone, the greater their power, and the greater the threat when the comet draws nigh. It would appear our task is clear. Let us split up and hunt down these abominations. I shall join our Beastman friends and make for the west. I will leave the eastern reaches to the 2 of you. I trust you will be able to fend for yourselves. There is one matter in particular I would ask you to investigate. My friends at the Alliance conveyed to me a most curious report, which Lady Shitoto's words just now put in a rather different light. Over in Girabania, in the hamlet of Alagana, villagers have claimed sightings of, in their words, trees that walk like men. These have gone entirely uninvestigated, written off as the delusions and fantasies of superstitious common folk. The treants are all over the place. How is that passed off as superstition? They're known monsters in this world. But if Lady Shitoto speaks true, which I do, they are golems beyond the slimmest shadow of a doubt. Worry not, for Lore and I will uproot them and reduce every last leaf and strip of bark to smoldering ash. Won't we, Lord? Yeah, sure, I'm down. I will leave the particulars...
been volunteered.
I have been volunteered, yeah. I was going to do it anyway. I will leave the particulars regarding the means of destruction to the experts. I have, however, procured a link pearl that we might better coordinate our efforts. Pray, take it with you. Shitoto looks at it as like, what the fuck is this? And with that, I do believe we are as prepared as we can hope to be. Let us be off, my friends. And remember, should aught go amiss, I am but a link pearl call away. A device to allow that pretentious puddinghead to talk to me, even if I'm 100 malms away? Far be it from me to scoff at technological progress, but some inventions really could have been done without. Gave Grandma a cell phone! So they really didn't have those in her time. When were they invented?
I'm unsure. I'll look. Oh, that's more of discovered since they're the pearls from a magical oyster sort, basically.
Ah, gotcha. Who Alagana?
I'm not really finding any information.
The season.
Most places,
It is upon us. Are you having a pollen episode, frightened villager? Are you about to be attacked by pollen spewing monsters? How interesting. Well, Mach has devolved into a vermin-infested bog. Girabania is, if anything, looking more lively than I remember it. Not that that's saying much, of course.
I was about to say, that's a depressing concept. What did it used to be like?
Yeah. But look at me, getting all nostalgic for no reason. After all, my body has long since returned to the dust, and soon even my memory will fade. But before that, we have a job to do, don't we? I can sense no unusual etheric presence here, so let us venture a bit further into the field. Come along now, Lore. Oh, we are in, Stormblood content, right?
Yep. Level 60 odd quests for Stormblood.
I meant like a Stormblood area. The hostile. Oh, hey, hello. Wood golems, huh?
Imagine if you used fire on them, they actually lit on in flames, and now you have to fight fire golems.
Oh yeah, Oh, well it is healing me. Cool. I don't think you're going to be able to handle the level 70 fight.
Especially since that will probably be instanced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. Why am I taking 0 damage?
So yeah, someone put a shield on you.
Ah, gotcha.
I think that is doable. You just need to, like, you know, get good. If you had Pixel out, that would help it with this as well.
Oh yeah, true. Hi, Pixel.
You sounded so disappointed.
Did you come upon any wood golems, Lore? As you can see, these two had the misfortune of coming upon little old me. But that is not all I saw. Yes, it was a most remarkable and most horrifying sight. After I delivered a mortal wound to one of the creatures, I saw it extend a gnarled limb and, with the last ounce of its strength, try to rip the soul stone from its cohort's chest. Yes, it would seem these feral golems have no qualms about cannibalizing each other, which has led me to quite a frightening conclusion. To wit, oh, of all the Whatever could that four-eyed fool want at a time like this? So, to wit, they combine themselves to become more powerful, is what you're going to say. Yes, if you have something to report, make it quick. What? Yes, it would be wise for you to make a discreet retreat. We will do the same. I would reevaluate our options in light of these most troubling developments. Very well. I will join you at the observatorium shortly. Do gather all the information you can from your colleagues before I arrive. Gods be good, that hero's actually proven himself useful. It would seem he came upon a most startling scene in the hinterlands. A mass influx of golems of all shapes and sizes, as if summoned from all reaches of the realm by some unholy force. I have my own theory as to what this means, but I require more knowledge before plotting our next step. One thing I can say is that we should immediately begin preparing for the worst. In any event, we must move, and quickly. You return to Burgundy Falls and apprise the Beastmen of where we stand. I shall go on ahead to the observatorium and see what knowledge the astrologians have gleaned, and join you as soon as I am able. Not treants, as you can see. They don't look that different from the treants. And treants are already trees that walk like men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why these are so outlandish to these people. Anyway, to Burgundy Falls. Da 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 da. Silence is unnerving.
The other thing is, like, I'm also doing my own job quests now, so...
Oh, I was talking about the in-game silence. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah.
I accepted the reasons for you guys' silence.
Yeah. But yeah, I am doing some job quests that you will someday do, so I can't really chat about. It's like, oh, shit, this is happening. Wow.
NPC spoiler!
NPC spoiler.
Yeah, I was eating donuts, so that might be why I was quieter.
Yeah, fair enough.
Donuts are good.
A good reason.
I
So
agree.
many golems Dozel has never seen. In a flutter are Dozel's feathers. Perhaps the golems are having a feast, a banquet, a revel, a feast. Though feasting on what, I would rather not speculate. No, not thinking. Friends, comrades, brothers and sisters of the Black, we stand at the brink of a disaster most dire. If the Warrior of Light is male, does he just say brothers of the Black?
I don't know.
Huh. Beings of sentient stone and wood gather, summoned by an unknown force, and united for a common purpose. A purpose beyond our understanding. I understand it just fine, it's not that complicated. Beyond your understanding, perhaps, but not mine. The golems make for Somal. In Girabania, I witnessed a most unsettling sight. A golem with an almost animal fury tearing into its cohort's chest. Disturbing as it was all too clear what I was witnessing. The creature sought a stronger soul stone that it might augment its strength and prolong its own existence. But the power of these creatures...
The Ixal's a woman. Like, I had a feeling that like one of the beast people was a lady.
Ah, gotcha. But the
It's been a
power...
while since I did these quests, so I forgot that. But...
But the power these creatures seek is not limited to that which they can harvest from their own kind. No, they are forever in search of a more potent etheric source, and they have finally found one. The astrologians at the observatorium have confirmed my worst fears. The baleful star of our past slowly but inexorably changes course, bringing it closer and closer to this star. It is as Lady Shitoto says, the golems call out to it, beckoning it ever closer. According to the latest calculations, any further adjustments to its path, and it is all but certain to strike Eorzea head-on. So, this is how all golems work, including the ones we fought in the MSQ?
I imagine there are a few different sources of golems.
But generally there's some sort of ether receptacle inside that is charged up with ether, and it animates the rest of it.
Gotcha.
If you remember in Temple of Khan, there is a golem boss where the soul stone is actually exposed and you fight the soul stone.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
The baleful creatures would climb the highest peak in the land and summon their mother stone to bring disaster to our realm. Inconceivable! I do not think that word means what you think it means, Kazakh-cha. And yet it is just so, my friend. Unless we destroy the lot of them, a collision is all but inevitable. And yet there are simply too many. Even if we could thin their ranks, they would regrow themselves and regroup in no time. So we are done for. Doomed, defeated, done for? Who do you think you're talking to? Do not give up hope, my frenetic friend. Or do you forget that the most brilliant minds to ever walk the face of Eorzea stands with you? Allow me to propose a foolproof plan. We do absolutely nothing at all. For now, that is. We know that the golems are feeding on each other in pursuit of a greater and greater power. So why not sit back and let this process of unnatural selection take its course till we are left with but a single foe? That? Listen, I'm down to kill a giant-ass golem boss, Shitoto, but you are incredibly confident.
I mean, yeah.
I think we finally found the only person more confident than me. Out of her mind, Shitoto is! Were that to happen, a creature of untold power and prescience that golem would be. Quite so. It would be the mother of all automata. The golem equivalent of yours truly, if you will. And by definition, one of the most formidable foes our realm has seen. Fortunately, I do believe there is one among us who might stand half a chance against such a monstrosity. Are you about to say yourself, or are you about to say me? Lore. Lady Shitoto insists that you hold, nay, you are, the key to this entire operation. I am not inclined to doubt her, but I would hear it from your own lips. Can you say with all certainty that you would emerge victorious over this hypothetical golem of mythical proportions? Listen, you may or may not know me as the Godslayer. Can you do this? Yes! Thank you, my friend. Your courage inspires me. Pray, let me offer my strength, that together we may secure the future of our realm. Don't worry, I was hoping you would be healing. I just noticed your choker. Is that a day caller? I doubt Lore and I will have much need of your services, but it took you a second. But do feel free to tag along.
I misheard it as day color. I was like, wait, what does he mean by oh?
It would be my honor. And with that, I should take my leave. I must warn the people of the nearby settlements to keep a wide berth of the Great Peak. Mayhap I will even have occasion to smash a golem or two on my journey. Color me impressed, Lore. Your friends are proving more reliable by the minute. And with that, I should... Whoops! Didn't mean to skip that.
Well, no one's there to read it for you.
Ah, damn it. It was something about returning to the Sacrarium.
If you go into your chat box and change it to event, it'll have the.
Oh, right, I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
And with that, I should return to the Sacrarium, for my grip on consciousness grows more tenuous by the moment. Pray, return when you can, and speak with Lalai upon her awakening. Kazakcha, you are ever our hope, a shining light against the baleful star that bears down upon us. Ever am I honored to call you friend. We'll blast that golem into dust, ashes, powder, dust. Yes, yes, we will. But just between two of us, I wonder, just how big do you think it will be? Big as a mountain, my friend. A crazy plan Shatoto devises. But just crazy enough to work, it may be. Yeah, here's hoping. All right, back to the Milvaneth Sacrarium. Ah, Lore. I have called out to Shatoto, but to no avail. No doubt she is deep in slumber, gathering her strength for the battle to come. She did, however, leave a message for you. Slack not in your training, my puppet of destruction, for your powers will be tested as never before. That is not ominous in the least, now is it? In any event, I trust you will be up to the task. That's me. Alright, we are going to do the level 70 quest, or at least attempt it, but first I'm going to take my break. So, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys.
See you in a few minutes.
Right, ciao for now.
Kitty, what are you doing over there?
Is being cat.
He is being cat.
Good cat. I'll take a quick bio, actually. Be right back.
All right, see ya. I've been letting my job quests go for a while. I've got a bunch of them now.
How irresponsible of you.
Yeah, well, not like they're going anywhere.
Of course not, you've not done them.
All right. Let's try the level 70 quest.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Melinda apparently found a beer mug worth 320,000. What?
Came from one of the submersible quests in the FC.
Foul deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 600 for the first enemy, 60% less for all remaining enemies.
That's one of your big finishers.
Huh. Polyglot cost. What is polyglot?
Polyglot is a new thing.
Check the thing next to it.
Grants the effects of Polyglot upon maintaining Enochian for 30 seconds. Also improves Enochian's magic damage increase to 10%. Enochian. Is that the elemental gauge?
Yes. That's the thing that you get for keeping up your elemental charge going.
Cool.
Yeah, this just like adds another thing. Black Mage is always kind of like, the way I always think of it is that Black Mage is kind of a tightrope walk where you're trying to keep your buffs up, but at the same time, like, you want to do your big damage spells. Like, whenever you're casting a spell as a Black Mage, you have a choice between casting Fire 1 to keep your buffs up, or casting Fire, 3 or 4 to do big damage. And so you gotta, like, walk that tightrope walk of, like, going just to the edge of, dropping your buffs so that you can do more damage. And Polyglot is another reward for keeping the balance up and keeping your charges going. And then once you keep Polyglot up long enough, then you can use Foul, which does a shit ton of damage.
Does it count, like, just time you have max elemental gauge? Like, if you swap from fire to ice and back, does it keep counting?
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, even if it's 1 or 2 on your elemental gauge as well.
Mm-hmm.
If you do beat this, you also get level 70 gear, so that solves that problem for your left side gear. Yep, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's give this a shot. Lore, I trust you have prepared yourself well. Our foe musters at Annex Shrine. The hour of our final confrontation is nigh. The hero and our beastman friends are en route to the Forelands as we speak, and I would join them with all haste. Come as soon as you are able. Shitoto will be awaiting your arrival. Alright, to Annex Shrine. Chilling with some dragons.
Chilling in the name of.
The golem will not grow too large, will it? I prefer foes to be more compact, like myself. Tiny, puny, compact. To fell the feral golems and cast away the baleful star from the sky. Whatever strength I can summon from within me is yours. Not with fear do Dozel's limbs shake, but with passion and exhilaration for the battle to come. Great passion. Tremendous passion. It's okay, man. You don't have to do any of the work. Well, I'd like you to do a little of the work. Just get a little bit of damage on this thing so I have to deal that much less. Deep in the mountains, the golems feed on each other with brutal savagery, even as we speak, their thirst for power nigh unquenchable. Why, thank you so very much, Lalai. Well, with my own corporeal form having long since faded to dust, it is an honor and a pleasure to see my legacy carried on by women, men, and beastmen after my own... Oops, was I just speaking aloud? Glad to know you've got some humility in you, Shitoto. You can stop gawking any time now. Or have you forgotten that we have an army of power-hungry golems bent on destroying our realm to dispose of? Fortunately, I have already formulated the perfect plan of attack. You three will see to the stragglers still attempting to scale the mountain. I trust you can handle that much? The hearer, Lore, and myself will scale the summit, where the oversized, augmented agglomeration of golems surely awaits us. Some nice alliteration there. If I may be so bold, Lady Shitoto, I would proffer a small amendment to this plan. Som-Al, as you surely know, is a holy place to all the dragons who call this land home. I am ill-inclined to wage battle without first obtaining their blessing. The elder Seedseer has told me that Lore has a friend among their kind. Mayhap it would be best if she sought the counsel of this Vidofnir before we proceed. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's hardly the worst idea I've heard today. After all, it could hardly hurt to add another powerful ally to our ranks. What are we waiting for then? Lead the way. We'll make a light party out of 2 black mages, a conjurer, and a dragon. So, Vidofnir canonically a tank?
Every time they say make a plan of attack, my brain just goes, start looking forwards and stop looking back. I really like that Steven Universe song.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Yeah. A master of the dark arts and a confidant of dragons? You never cease to surprise me, friend. It's a good thing we have you to preemptively clear up any potential misunderstandings. While I'm confident in my ability to eradicate any foe, incinerating an entire dragon would leave an awful mess.
Mostly a political one.
Mostly a political one. An unholy menace doth gather in our midst, threatening to summon doom from the heavens down upon this realm. Such is thy plight? Yes, which means it's your plight too. I too did sense the presence of an intruder in our sacred home. At first I was content to observe, but the danger hath grown too great. Warrior of warriors, if thou and thine would take up arms against our common foe, thou dost have my blessing. Are you going to help? Oh wait, are you still healing from the stab wound that Nidhogg gave you as a Stydian? Maybe we won't get your help. Oh, is there a little baby dragon curled up next to her?
Aww.
Oh, that's cute. Well, that's a ringing endorsement if I've ever heard one. Hearer, send word to our Beastman friends. We commence the operation at once. There's no time to lose, Lore. Let's make for the summit and dispose of the abomination that awaits us before the comet gets too close for comfort. Yup, it's a solo duty. Okay, I've already heard that. Alright, are we ready? We're on the right,
Let's see how you
right
do.
hotbar. Okay. Alright, Shitoto. Level sync is in effect. Oh, it's a funky fellow. That's a cool monster design. Understood. Pray leave the rest to us. Lady Shitoto, my colleague from the observatorium has confirmed your suspicions. The monster just charges at us and cuts him off. On its current path, the falling star will sail wide of us, if by the slimmest of margins. Well, make up your mind. Will it be wide of us or slim away from us? And yet that path shifts with every second, bringing us slowly but inexorably to the brink of calamity. Call it a hunch, but I do believe this imposing fellow might be responsible. Well, I'm glad to see that the obvious hasn't escaped you. At any rate, our task is clear. We need only reduce him to dust before he can summon his dear mother any closer. Well, Lore, Are you ready to stand alongside the greatest mage to ever live in a battle for the very future of your world? Look sharp. This is our time to shine. Hell yeah, let's do it. Shia, did you hear that? She called you the greatest mage in the history of our world. Nope. The monster. Okay, there we go. Ley lines. Big boy. Alright, I'll draw him draw him to us and cut him down to size. And out of my ley lines. And back into my ley lines. Cloud. Oh. Stunned. Oh. Oh. And out of that AoE. My lines has 70 seconds left to go. Oh, shit! They're almost dead. Drop a Thunder 3 on his ass. Ow. Oh, where'd all that damage come from, Shitono? Did you just deal 8% of his health bar? Oh, yeah, fuck. What's this? Look out, my friend. Something comes from above. Oh, I gotta get away from that.
Oh, yeah, she dropped a limit break on him.
Oh, she did. Huh. Fragment of the comet. Whatever is happening here. Oh, we need to kill that before it gets to us, don't we? Oh, I picked the wrong one. Oh, I didn't get it in time.
It'd be very funny if she could use a level 3 limit break and it just scared players as the meteor came down. Oh no, have I failed?
Oh, I'm stunned, and I'm stunned in the AoE. Ow, yeah, he's got a permanent damage buff, it looks like.
Yeah, because he ate the meteor.
Alright, noted for the future. I'm going to get closer to him so that I can get out of the AoE better.
That will help, yeah.
Yeah, not a bad plan.
Oh, there goes Shitono.
And I'm watching you, and you are letting Polyglot drop a lot, which is something you want to avoid doing once you get foul.
Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Damn it. Oh, Shitono is no longer tanking. Oh, he's got ads. Oh, great.
Crimson Shard.
Oh, there was a shard that dropped? Damn it.
Yeah, it dropped right next to you.
Yeah, stuff is appearing on the enemy list at the bottom left, just above your chat menu.
I always forget to look at that. Yeah, this one's a wipe. We got it. Down
The
to
meteor
55.
also literally landed right next to you. Like,
We got it down to 55%. Okay, we've learned some things. Let's try it again.
yeah, you gotta kill those meteors a lot faster.
Yep. Three, drop the ley lines. Fire four. Back into the ley lines. Fire one. Blizzard three. One.
2 pi r squared.
Oh my god, Shitoto's already down? What the fuck?
St. Farron points out when you stand in front of the golem, you take all of the cleave damage as well. So try to stand opposite from Shitoto.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah, that's why Shitoto is down, is because he keeps sending AoEs at you when they're hitting all of your allies.
yeah, you basically
makes
attack
sense.
on them.
Yeah, you're making it easier for him to AoE you guys down.
Oh, I ran out of MP. Oh, I'm out of MP at the worst time.
You have mana font.
Mana font is...
Quick, pop lucid dreaming. I don't know.
I just had to find mana font, but I'm going to let them kill me and try this again. No, don't cure me, Shia. All right. Attempt number 3.
So, new lesson. Kill meteors faster and stand away from your allies so the boss does not AoE you all down.
Yep. Wasn't even thinking about that. I really should have been. Lines, target 3, and start popping fires. One, AoE. Alright, we've got it down to 90% already. $85. Thunder. Oh, I ran out of polyglot. Whoops. And I got it back. We've got it down to 80%.
You ran out of the Nokia, and Polyglot is just the charge that gets you the attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, once you unlock Polyglot, you never want to let the Nokia drop off, ever.
Shard down. Sable Shard. That should have killed. Oh, Sable Shard turned into a golem. Great, I gotta kill that faster then. Need to get closer to the boss. So I can get out of the AoEs like that. Oh, I didn't get out of that. Oh, I did get out of that. Okay. Alright, got it. Got it down to 65%. I'm gonna drop another 3 on it.
Now you're not standing next to Toto. She has way more health than she did.
Oh yeah.
Not just in the last attempt, but even the first one. Because you were causing a lot of cleave damage. Has it been 2 minutes for ley lines?
Probably. Come on, come on. Got it, okay.
You were running far closer to those meteors to hit them than you need to. That might just be a controller thing where you're having trouble talking to them.
Another one already? Alright.
Just keep being on your toes.
I think I got it before time ran out.
Yeah, the boss would have thrown it. Yeah.
Alright, we've got it down to 40%. Shintaro just hit a limit break, it looks like. Alright, got the meteors. 25%. And more coming down. Great. Got it. Oh no. Got it. Okay.
See, I told you you'd be able to do this with enough skill.
It's the with enough skill part that was in question.
Got it. 20%. Ooh, out of that. And that took me just long enough for my Enochian to run out.
Yeah.
10%. Seven. 6, 5, 3, 2, 0.7. Got it.
There you go. And you didn't even have to. Melena did offer a while ago to just craft a bunch of high-level gear for you, and you didn't have to do that. So
Didn't have to do it. Feels pretty good.
That would have felt like cheating.
I did it with my smarts.
Yes.
Victory is ours. I only pray it does not come too late. Perhaps if you had some black magic in your repertoire. But it is no matter. I have the utmost faith that Lore and my efforts were not in vain. Do we get to see it in the sky? The lead light! The 12 have mercy! That comet passed really close to Earth. That or it was fucking huge. Or really close to Heidelin. Here it comes, and there it goes. And with that, my friends, I do believe we've been spared a most crushing fate. Stand tall, Lord. You and I just saved the world. Yeah, I'm used to it by now. And I suppose I should thank you as well, Hero, for doing a most remarkable job of not mucking everything up. I think that's as close as you're going to get to a thank you, Zaya. And with that, I believe my work here is done. While I'd love nothing more than to stay and savor our victory a bit longer, all good things must come to an end. Don't look all sad now. With such promising protégés to carry on my legacy, I can go to rest knowing that I did not mother the art of destruction in vain. You have seen our art wielded for the greatest of good and the worst of evil. Having witnessed firsthand your prowess and the sheer strength of your resolve, I gladly leave the future of our art in your hands. Walk the path well, Lore of the Black. So we can resummon you in 2,300 years when it's back, right?
Well, we kind of broke the thing that was summoning it, so...
Oh, right, we did.
I imagine if they actually brought back the Shantoto crossover and she were to find out about this Shantoto.
That millennia from now, when we have long since faded to a dim memory, those who follow in our footsteps may yet wield their prodigious powers against any who would bring harm to our fair realm. Ah, flashbanged! You really do not show it off your pigtails, huh? Be proud, Lore. Having shared a mind with Mistress Shatoto all this time, I can assure you that effusive praise does not come easily to her lips. I can still scarcely believe she did me the honor of choosing my body as a vessel. Before meeting her in the flesh, in a manner of speaking, I had assumed Death's handmaiden was little more than a witch obsessed with fire and destruction. It would seem my impression may have been in error. May have been? Does your prudish, pig-headed prejudice know no end? As charming as ever, I see. I dare say you can learn a thing or two from your esteemed forebear on how to treat a gentleman. Shatoto didn't treat you any better than that, Jaya. Oh, is that so? Lore, if you happen to see any gentlemen around these parts, do let me know. At any rate, we are done here. Let us leave this uncultured boor here to reflect for a bit on how to treat a lady. I know not if our beastman friends saw the comet cross the sky, but they are doubtless eager to hear tidings of our final battle. Let us go and set their minds at ease. Our beastman allies await us at Annex Shrine. So, at here? We're at Annex Shrine, Jaya. We must share word of our triumph without delay. The presence hath lifted. The unholy intruder defiles these sacred grounds no more. Thou hast served us well, child of man. Hey, it's someone from the Frog Guild.
Yay.
I saw the comet sailing through the sky, hurtling, shooting, sailing. You are safe, yes? Yes, yes, you are. Return from battle, Dozo's friends do. Safe from harm, you are. I mean, on the third try. Many golems did come to scale the peak, but they come no more, laid low by our magics. The heavens, too, are calm. I trust your battle with the great beast ended in victory. Just so, my friend. Not to boast, but even Lady Shitoto was most impressed with our efforts. Is that not so, Lore? 3 cheers for Shitoto! 3 cheers for Lore! 3 cheers for the art of destruction! Huzzah! 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 3 cheers for Jaya, who kept us alive! Far be it from me to rain on your parade, but let us not forget that the healer in your ranks played at least a small part in your victory. A happy day this is. Fly home to share the joy with his brothers and sisters, Dozle will. You will visit Dozle again to share magical learnings, yes? Till then, friend. I, too, must take my leave. But know that even when we are apart, we always stand as one. Till next we meet, my friend. Daza's just like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I, too, must return to Gridania to deliver my official report. I suppose this is farewell, at least for now. Well, don't let us keep you. Though, I was wondering if I might express my gratitude to your colleagues at the Observatorium. On behalf of Mistress Shitoto, that is. Leave that to me. I fear not all of my friends are so open-minded. If they were to learn that I had allied myself with beastmen and practitioners of the dark arts, there's no telling what sort of twisted rumors might spread. Fear not, Lalai. You have my word that as hearer and healer, I will do aught I can to work toward a day when you and your fellows can stand proud and receive credit for all the good you have done.
Is that a JoJo reference?
I could not bear to say this in his presence, but I hear our friend has come quite far, wouldn't you say? I too would do everything in my power to make that day a reality. And with that, I do believe our job here is done. Shall we return to the Sacrarium? Back to Alda. Da, 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 da.
Been here all along.
Welcome back, Lore. Once again, I must express my gratitude for all you have done, as well as my profound respect. You have mastered our art to a degree that few of us ever attain. Well, it is not like me to dwell on such matters. I was just reflecting on the hero's words. Once again, the truth of the battle we waged will never be known to those we fought to save. Needless to say, we do not do what we do for accolades or glory. We do it because it must be done, and to sate our own intellectual curiosity. And yet it does not sit well with me. No, I cannot just turn a blind eye while the deeds of my friends and mentors are swallowed by history, never again to see the light. Are you going to write a book? When the day will come that we can emerge from the shadows, I cannot say, but for that day, for the eyes of all who would follow in our footsteps, I would put all I have seen to paper, just as Master Kukuruka once did. All we have learned of our realm in the arcane, of course, but that is not all. I would write of the bravery of our beast-man friends, of a stubborn and self-important hero who against all odds proved himself a friend. Most of all, I would write of the illustrious founder of our glorious art, and the adventurer who she would personally entrust with carrying on her legacy. Why, I dare say the chapter will write itself. Savantel attire item level 290. Really?
Yeah.
It's only a 20 item level jump from 60 to 70?
For the very start of level 70 gear.
Yeah,
Oh, right, true.
Yeah, like eventually the highest level 70 gear is 400.
Gotcha.
So
I'm going to be working for a while to get up there, huh?
Yeah. Well, not really, because eventually you're just going to unlock the Tombstone Vendor and just start buying level 400 gear and just skip that whole thing.
Yeah, but remember that like the level 70 job gear is basically, congratulations, we have equipped you for the final boss of the plot.
Yeah.
The next Black Mage quest will be available from Lulai. I thought up next were role quests.
They are. You must have completed the role quest, A Tearful Reunion, it says.
Okay, so the Black Mage still gets story quests. It's just that
no. What it is that like at level 80, every job has one single, basically an epilogue quest where you just like check in and see what people are doing after the end of Shadowbringers.
Gotcha.
And then that's the last time we talk to our job quest people, which is very sad.
Yeah,
that is
unfortunately, they didn't add one for level 90, which I would have liked.
Yeah, I was hoping they would add one at level 90, but alas, no. So that is probably the last time we did or will ever see them again at level 80.
That sucks.
Yeah, their story is over. It is what it is.
Yeah, I suppose. Actions and traits. Actions. Foul.
You should head to the target dummy at the house and mess around with Foul a bit to get used to it.
I think I will put it on up in the D-pad. Okay. Okay, so to the house.
Sure.
Shirogane.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been going for a while, so I think once I get used to this, we're going to call it for the day.
Yeah, that makes sense. It is about that time.
Alright, let me get...
If we wanted to go for another hour and a half, we could do that dungeon, but... Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh, it has a little clock on the elemental gauge.
Yeah, that's also been there forever.
Well, it was there, but it didn't light up or anything.
It didn't light up purple, but it did tick down like that.
No, it didn't.
Oh no,
yes,
it didn't. The gauge doesn't. The hand doesn't tick until the gauge starts filling.
Okay, so now I can fire off Foul.
I believe
4K damage, not bad.
Yeah, I believe it's instant cast as well, so you can use it when you need to move.
I'll test that out in a sec.
Oh no, it's not instant cast. My bad.
Oh hey, the timer keeps counting after you unlock a polyglot point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, you currently you can only have one, but you will be able to eventually have two at a time. And of course, the fact that the counter keeps ticking means you can store
You have
it.
some leeway on when you can fire it off.
Yeah. Just as long as you do it before the time that you get the next tick on.
So you don't like waste time getting a polyglot that you can't hold on to.
Yeah, and if your Enochian drops, the gauge will empty.
Yep.
But you if you've got a polyglot stored, it will stay stored.
Yeah, at this point, it generally kind of just wants to fire off that foul, like, whenever you want. At higher levels, in extremes and stuff, when people are trying to, like, sync up the burst phases, you want to hold on to foul until the burst phase, but that's, you know, that's a skill to acquire later.
Yeah, and to be fair, since the best phase is every 2 minutes, and you get a polyglot every quarter of a minute, you only really need to start saving the polyglots for the last 30 seconds before the burst.
Well, I think I've got the hang of foul now. See this. 30 seconds. This time this is maintained. Crystal at the bottom
Oh, every 30 seconds.
Pink.
Sorry, I was.
What? Xenoglossy at level 80. Huh.
So you save them for the second minute, but you can use the two from the first minute, right? Makes sense.
Well, cool. All right. Well, I think that's where we're going to stop for today.
Oh, wait, you should put on your new black.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to open that up. Let's take a look. Let me use Ryunosuke.
You just shoved him
Oh,
in
I'm
his
in battle.
sack
Hang
and left
on.
him there.
Research entity. What were you saying?
You just shoved the chocobo chick in your backpack and left him there.
Antiquated 7th Hell stuff. Okay. Okay, let's take a look.
Not bad.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. I like the staff. Clothes are cute. Oh, I'm gonna look at my gear. See what your hat looks like.
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you the hat.
The hat is designed to look with the hat. You can see this outfit is inspired by Vivi.
Here, I took a picture of the hat for you.
Yeah, it's the most Vivi feeling.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty VV.
And also, hold on to that weapon because with the Stormblood relic weapons, you actually upgrade that specific weapon.
Ah, gotcha.
So don't accidentally throw it away because one of these days I'm going to get you to make a relic weapon, and you're going to need that as the base.
Unless he decides to make one of the other classes' weapons,
But like, come on. Let's be real. If Lore's going to make a relic weapon, it's going to be a black mage weapon.
Yeah.
I've shown you what the Stormblood relic weapon looks like for black mage, because that happens to be one of the ones I made. I don't know if you remember it, but like my main has it, and I've shown it to you at some point.
I think so.
Yeah, it's like glowy purple and pink. Although actually, like, the final stage of the relic weapon isn't even my favorite. Like, there's one stage of the Stormblood relic that looks cooler, in my opinion, but I'll let you see it for yourself someday.
Let me save my gear. I'm now at average level 263. I've got some... I have a level 130 ring on. What? You're going to have to correct that in a bit.
Head down to Idleshire and buy a better ring.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that off stream.
Yeah.
Wait, how is your item level lower than mine?
All right, well, that's where we're going to end for today. I think that's a good stopping point. Yeah, that was a good concluding quest for Black Mage. I'm sad that it goes to role quests instead of job-specific quests, because it would have been nice to have more Black Mage story. But oh well. Yeah. Oh well. I guess I'll see what the role quests are like.
Spoilers.
I guess I'll see what the role quests are like when I get there. I'm gonna have to get a class of every role up to level 70.
Yeah, we've been working on that. I think the only one you really have left is like the tank, because the rest are you have already or close to it.
I have a healer at 60. I have Dark Knight at 66. I have Dragoon at 60. I have Machinist at 60, and I have...
because the thing is, like, you have Black Mage at 70. You can just pick up Reaper and Sage, and that's healer and melee, and then you just need a ranged DPS in the tank,
which is Machinist and Dark Knight. But
yeah.
Although you don't need to worry about the ranged DPS in Shadowbringers.
In Shadowbringers, you will in Endwalker, but that's a ways away.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anyway. I take it they didn't split ranged DPS into physical and magical until Endwalker?
Oh, no,
it's physical and melee, not physical and magical.
Physical and magic. It's physical and magical, not physical and
yeah. It's melee, yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what I said.
No,
yeah,
you said...
No. You seem to be assuming that ranged would be with magic, whereas it's actually ranged is with physical. So guns go with spears rather than guns going with magic.
I mean, it's the 5 categories on your character sheet.
Yeah.
Tank, healer, melee DPS, physical range DPS, magical range DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Anyway.
It is time to go for the day. Love is not on, so I won't be rating her. So I guess I'll just read my schedule and get off. Before I do that, I would like to plug a couple of things. First, if you're watching this on YouTube, I stream live on Twitch almost every day at 1 p.m. EST. I do Final Fantasy XIV every Saturday at 1. Come join in. Come hang out. Be in the chat. Chat with me. I love having people to talk to. You can find me at twitch.tv/Loreweaver15, and the link is in the description of the YouTube video. If you're watching on Twitch, I have a YouTube channel where I upload all my streams. Everything I've done for the past 7 or 8 years is on there, except for like a couple shiny hunting streams or whatever. It's all there. You'll find something you like. I guarantee it. I've done a wide variety of games. You can find that it's at Loreweaver on YouTube, or with the exclamation point YT command in Twitch chat. Finally, I would like to plug my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/LoreweaverStreams, or with the exclamation point Patreon command in Twitch chat, or in the description of the YouTube video. I make my living off of Patreon. It's my sole source of income, and I make enough to pay my rent and my bills, but I don't really make much beyond that. And I'd really like to have something for emergencies, for medical emergencies, for if I need to replace stuff, you know, the works. And I haven't had that for a very long time. So if you could go to my Patreon and pledge $1 a month, or $1 per stream, or anything in between, pledge a bunch per stream if you really want to change my life, I would be grateful. I'm grateful to everybody who pledges, because you're the reason I have this job. You're the reason I can make content for you guys, that I can play video games for a living. I love my job. It's my dream job. And if I didn't have you guys, I would be a burger flipper or a telemarketer or whatever still. And that would be hell. So, thank you. As for the schedule, let me pull that up. Tomorrow we'll be starting Paper Mario for a patron. Monday and Tuesday we'll be continuing Root Double Before Crime After Days for a patron. Wednesday will be The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for a patron. Thursday we'll be continuing Crosscode for a patron. Friday there will be no stream because I'm recording a podcast with Love and Teddy. And next Saturday will of course be our weekly Final Fantasy XIV stream. So that's what's coming up. If you want to see the full monthly schedule, it's in the description of the YouTube video or the ! schedule command in Twitch chat. It's everything in January that I've currently got on the schedule is on there. And that's updated whenever I change something or add something to the schedule. So, for now, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.
Bye.
Jeff.